Have you ever wondered how a lie about a politician takes hold? For the next few minutes, let's talk about that. Let's go inside a political smear campaign. The smear I'd like to talk about goes something like this. Hillary Clinton is sick. She has a brain tumor. She has brain damage. All of these stories have been whispered about over the past few months. It is quite simply an old-fashioned smear, because not only is there no evidence to support it, but it's been flatly denied. And yet, it keeps popping up. Let's trace this back to where it started, to Clinton's concussion at the end of 2012, which created the shaky foundation for all of this stuff. And then in January of this year, a supermarket tabloid called The Globe reported, I'm getting out my air quotes again, reported that Hillary was suffering from a brain tumor. Here's how ridiculous The Globe is. Earlier this month, it claimed that she's now well enough to be yelling at Bill and hiring a divorce attorney, with no mention of the alleged tumor. But of course, we can all roll our eyes at the tabloids, and we should roll our eyes, but this bad brain narrative has become much bigger. In February, a self-proclaimed Republican dirty trickster named Roger Stone wrote this on Twitter: "Hillary will not run for health reasons. You heard it here first." Days later, a flurry of stories. Rush Limbaugh mentioned a whispering campaign that she was sick, then wondered if that might explain her behavior around Benghazi. The conservative Daily Caller ran this ominous headline on its website: "Whispers persist that Hillary won't run. Health may be worse than disclosed." So that's how it started. I'm sure you've heard how it snowballed. Fox News contributor Karl Rove raised questions about Clinton's health at an off-the-record conference this month. Then the New York Post, which like Fox is owned by Rupert Murdoch, wrote about it, and then Rove went back on Fox to defend himself. And now there's lots of talk about Clinton's health. Still no evidence that she's sick. Just so you know, we tried to book Roger Stone for the show this week, and he passed, but he told me, again, she's not running. You heard it here first. So what's the proper response to all of this? Joining me now, two political pros: Democratic strategist Paul Begala, a CNN contributor, and S.E. Cupp, Republican co-host of CNN's Crossfire. Thank you both for joining me.
Sure.
Thanks, Brian.
S.E., let me start with you, because you criticized Karl Rove's tactics on Crossfire earlier this month, but you said there are some legitimate questions about Hillary Clinton's health. So what are the legitimate questions?
Yeah, I mean, it's legitimate to ask anyone running for the highest office in the land what his or her health is like, and is he or she up to the job? The problem with this smear campaign is it's not a very effective one. A smear campaign that has the indirect result or consequence of invoking sympathy for the target is not a really good smear campaign. And what I think Karl Rove et al. Really did was just kind of make us sympathetic for Hillary Clinton, that she's getting attacked for these ludicrous claims of brain damage. Now, what it also does is it makes it really difficult for the rest of us to ask those legitimate questions about her health without being lumped in with Karl Rove and that other line of questioning.
Paul Begala, do you agree with that maybe what he did backfired?
Oh, I think so. I think it backfired spectacularly for all the reasons that S.E. states. Let me demonstrate for you. Here's what Karl did. It's a bad political strategy, but I do think it's an interesting media story to show how savvy Karl is about manipulating the media. Let me demonstrate, right? What Karl said was crazy. Now, people with tertiary syphilis often say crazy things because it rots your brain. Now, I'm not saying that Karl Rove...
I see where you're going, Paul.
Oh, no, I would never say that Karl Rove has late-stage STDs that would rot his brain. You see what he does? That's what he does. And then the headline everywhere will be, when the show's over, Rove, tertiary syphilis. Now, of course, that's crazy, okay? But that's the example of how he tries to slip the stuff in the bloodstream. But S.E. is right. He was so ham-handed this time, the way I just was with that silly example, that it has backfired on him completely.
I'd like to take what you were just demonstrating there and play a clip from one of my new favorite shows, Veep on HBO. They did the exact same thing. Let me show you this clip.
Right.
This Danny Chung torture story, I know Governor Chung very well, and I can tell you that these allegations are utterly unfounded, utterly unfounded. I mean, if you are telling me that Danny Chung condones torture, I am telling you that those allegations are false. False. I mean, the words Danny Chung and torture, they don't belong in the same sentence. They don't. Danny Chung, torture? Come on.
Well, ma'am, by denying that Chung and torture are connected, everyone now seems to think that, well, Chung and torture are connected.
Paul, in the fictional world, that kind of smear campaign works. Doesn't it sort of work in the real world as well? I mean, Nate Silver at 538 ran the data and showed there's a lot of chatter now about Hillary's health.
Well, there is, but I think SE raises the right question. Well, first off, every candidate who wants to be our president should be completely transparent about their health records. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So she's right about that. It does undermine that, I think, laudable need for transparency when Carl does things like that. This is the wrong way. If his goal, and it is to keep Hillary from running, let me tell you, I know Hillary for 23 years. She has never run from a fight.
Well, and for a smear campaign to be effective, it has to be plausible without being offensive. If you remember back to Andrew Sullivan's smear campaign against Sarah Palin, questioning whether her son was actually hers or Bristol Palin's, it seemed implausible and also was so offensive that, again, it had that indirect consequence of humanizing Sarah Palin against her enemies. But let me just offer one word of advice and caution to Democrats and the media who seem to want to protect Hillary Clinton from a lot of the negative attention. The Karl Rove stuff, I think, should be kept separate from legitimate inquiries to her health, her record at the State Department, because that rush to come in and rescue her against sexism or smear campaigns, I think makes it look like she's a weaker candidate than she is.
How has the playing field changed since the 90s when you were defending Bill Clinton from smears? I'm curious to hear from SC as well about this, how we've seen the media react to these things differently over the years. But Paul, first to you, how has the world changed in the last couple of decades?
You know, this may surprise you. Everybody always thinks everything is worse. I think it might be better, Brian. I think it might be better. Here's why. The democratization of media means that as powerful as Rupert Murdoch is, he doesn't have the only microphone or megaphone. And I think, and I hope, this is me the optimist, that all of the bloggers, all of the tweeters, all of the self-publishing folks can police these lies much more effectively, frankly, than the traditional media used to be able to. In the 90s, we had none of that. And now we have, on the liberal side, we have Correct the Record and American Bridge and a group of folks who really police conservative media. Conservatives have folks who police us liberals, which is a good thing, too.
SC, are you seeing that as well? Certainly there have been smears, you mentioned one of them earlier, against Republicans as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's so much easier these days to go online and find out if, for example, John McCain really does have an illegitimate child and prove that narrative false almost immediately, or to see whether he was having an affair on the campaign trail.
I love that we're ending on an optimistic note. SC Cupp, Paul Begala, thanks both for joining me.
Thanks.
Thank you.